Hello and welcome. This is another Dollar Tree pickup from the same store that I already did a pickup from, because I've gone to a few other stores, still nothing. Went to the one that's only a mile from my house today, and they had the poster up, but they had nothing. The only thing that they had was in the old section, that rodeo one that's been there. Told the woman, I was like, that's been there, the 5 copies you got been there for a year. And she's gonna argue with me. I was like, whatever. I was like, but you got your poster up, and then she says that they don't even have any. So I'll be checking that store again tomorrow, and everybody else as soon as I can, to see what I can try to come up with. But I did come up with some more titles that I didn't grab before. In fact, let me jump up real quick and grab something else. This was another title for my stepdaughter. Found another Full Moon, Volume 3. So, must have overlooked it through looking through so much of that on Monday. But these are the titles I picked up today. John Malkovich and John Goodman in Drunk Boat. Look kind of interesting. I like both actors. Actually, when I even opened this, it was this way. Just kind of felt like I didn't have anything when I opened it. It seemed empty. Watch the trailer for this one. This one looked pretty interesting. Learning to Drive. Patricia Clarkson and Ben Kingsley. It takes place in New York. Her husband leaves her, and she doesn't know how to drive, and he teaches her how to drive, and she teaches him romance because he's got arranged marriage. Look, quite fun. This one looked good too, from the trailer I watched. In a World. Written, directed, and starring Lake Bell. Speak up and let your voice be heard. Smart, generous, and altogether winning. She's supposed to be doing voiceovers. Supposedly her father is the king of voiceovers, and it seemed quite cute to watch the trailer for this stuff she was doing. These rare little titles that are probably really good gems. This one here, Blood, Sand, and Gold. Just a little action flick. You know, not expecting too much out of this. As always, $1 is $1, not that big a deal. This one here is Burning Palms. 5 stories that mess you up for life. This supposedly takes place in LA. Seemed kind of curious. Shannon Doherty's in there. Robert Hoffman. Lake Bell, she's in here as well. Jamie Chung, Nick Stahl, Dylan McDermott, Rosamund Pike, Zoe Sandale. Don't know everybody's name. Let's pronounce them. But this is where I start doing my nitpicking, grabbing titles that I kind of overlooked, considering the haul I did the first time. The store manager saw me in there again, and she's like, "You're back?" Like, "Yep." She goes, "How much you getting?" I was like, "Not nearly what I picked up the first time." The Grand Seduction. One small town, one big city doctor, one huge lie. Watch the trailer for this one too. This looked really funny. The town needs, I think, a factory to open up, but they need to have a doctor for the company to come and open up the factory. So they're all trying to convince this guy who just shows up for a short time to stay as the doctor, and they're trying to get his interest. It looked fun. This one here. The Last Word. Winona Ryder and Wes Bentley. Says he's basically a poet, but he writes suicide notes for the soon-to-be departed, and meets her while he's doing it for her brother, and he has to lie to her about what he's doing. I guess not to let her know. Also stars Ray Romano. This one here, I thought I grabbed it. I had seen it, but forgot to grab this. Got it this time, since it was still there. How I Live Now. I did watch the trailer when I got home. This looks really good. Kind of changed around. The trailer starts out kind of slow and then just jumped into this full action escape thing. A nuclear blast of some sort or something happens. Looked really good. This one here, American Teen, is as funny as Napoleon Dynamite, as touching as Juno, and maybe even better than Breakfast Club. I don't know about that, so I kind of grabbed it because I love Napoleon Dynamite and the Breakfast Club. But after reading this, it looked like it's actually following 5 real Indiana said? Yeah, Indiana teenagers. So I'm thinking it's kind of more like a documentary style film. But there was only one copy, so I grabbed it and hung on to it. This has got the extra snap case. I think it will grade out. And here, Stacy Keach and Joshua Dallas, the boxer. Nothing to lose, everything to win. So I don't mind sports titles. I do like Stacy Keach. Boxing movie. The last title I grabbed, cover wasn't pulling me in, but when I flipped it over to the other side, it kind of piqued my interest a little bit more. It says Angel Camouflaged, a tale of rock and roll redemption. Really didn't get much out of this cover. It just looked kind of weird, but and when I noticed it was a kind of a music thing going on. It says Scotty, a singer whose substance abuse causes her career to implode, hides out in the Mojave Desert. Her life changes when she inherits a bar in South Carolina. Her ex-boyfriend steals her trailer and throws her out into the desert night. Scotty takes nothing but her tears and guitar when she sees the dissipated bar. She's horrified. Scotty has to battle raging motorcycle clubs, gangbangers, Satan himself in a neighborhood hell-bent on sabotaging her effects. This film is an emotional adventure about the will of a woman and her brother who find the strength to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. It sounded really, really good. The only name on here I know is Josh Brolin. See him a little better on the back. And that was all I picked up today at the Dollar Tree. And thanks for the shout out from Movie Edge. He mentioned me in his last video that he just posted. And as always, thanks for the comments that I've gotten. Thank you, I did reply back. I didn't even notice that the Bad Words had a iTunes. I'm sure I probably tossed out some in the past that didn't work, and I just assumed they didn't work. I didn't even think about doing the iTunes. I watched Bad Words last night. That thing is hysterical. I thought that was so funny to watch. Thank you, Movie Edge, on that one. That was really a funny movie. I enjoyed that a lot. Hopefully I'll be popping a couple more of these Dollar Tree ones up in the next few days, as long as these stores decide to get some stock. This is like really rough. Nobody's getting anything, and it's really scattered. So thank you, and see you later.